Hey everybody, this is Beast. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. I am talking today about Boogie2988 and Wingsofredemption's fight. I've been following that ever since they've started talking about it. They had a set aside of time to train for it, and then they went and did the fight, and then we had the aftermath, and then we had the reactions from everybody else. I'm going to give my little 2 cents about this because this is actually a very inspirational I would say it's an inspiration to just about anybody. Basically, Boogie has been struggling with mental health issues. He was abused a lot when he was a kid, and PTSD has hit him quite often. And, you know, it's been a very emotional roller coaster ride since he had his surgery. And watching Boogie struggle, but he continues to push through everything. I met him personally at VidCon one year. He was in his wheelchair, basically couldn't get anywhere except for a wheelchair. I've met him, I would say, probably a handful of times. Twice at VidCon. I mean, I go and see him every single time whenever I did VidCon. I have a laptop that's been autographed by him, but you can't see the autograph anymore because it's worn off. And he's discussed a lot of things about, well, mental health. And that's probably one of the biggest and most challenging aspects of Boogie. I haven't followed Wingsofredemption at all. I know he's a giant just like me. And just to be able to watch these two in the ring, knowing that they were amateurs, I would even say that they were amateurs, I would say beginner boxers. So this is basically a sparring match that you could, Boogie did very well blocking. Wingsofredemption threw quite a few punches. I don't think I recall seeing anybody going down. I've seen everybody on their own 2 feet. The referee made sure that they broke up. He didn't want to, I mean, this was basically a beginner fight to show people that, you know, boxing is a way to where you can be able to work on your mental health and regain mental strength and then follow through with your life. And yes, boxing takes a lot of discipline, a lot of focus, a lot of training, and because of that, you can work through some of your mental issues and learn how to block them, so that you can be able to focus on what's going on. Because when somebody's swinging punches at you, and you have mental health issues, it's really hard to be able to focus on what's going on. And when somebody's in the ring boxing, which I've boxed before, I've done martial arts before, and when you're in the ring or when you're on the mat, and somebody else is throwing punches at you or throwing kicks at you, you need to learn how to block everything else out so you can focus on what's going on in front of you. Because you don't want to be hit by one of those wild punches. You don't want to be kicked by a wild kick. So what this does, what boxing and MMA and martial arts does, is teaches you how to block everything out of the world and just focus. It's just like Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid. I mean, his main objective for Daniel, or I would say Will Smith's son and the other Jackie Chan, and the two karate instructors always said, you gotta focus. So it's basically, you gotta block everything out. You gotta block everything out of your mind. You gotta block everything out of your life. So this is what Boogie did. If he didn't block everything out of his life and he's still focused on it and his vision was cloudy, he would have been pulverized to the mat and all over the mat. But for the first time in his life, he's blocked all those mental health issues. He's blocked all those things that bother him, and he focused on the task at hand. And that's exactly what what whoever trainer that he had got him to do. And since he'd done that, they were able to go and do the fight. They were able to make it through several rounds. Again, Wings of Redemption threw quite a few punches, and Boogie did a great job blocking. It was a great job for a beginner match. I would like to get back into boxing too. But, so basically, the match was a great match. It was a good beginner sparring match. And watching what happened after Boogie came down out of that arena. Once he came down out of that mat. Once Wings of Redemption came out of that mat. Boogie was on fire. You could literally hear Eye of the Tiger playing in the background as Boogie was talking about what an experience that boxing match was. Because of the fact that just that little bit of time, he was free from his demons. He was free from mental health. He was free to be the person that he wanted to be. And that's what the lesson is supposed to be teaching. It's the same thing for Wings of Redemption. He was free from mental health. He was free for just that one period of time. So he needed to focus on his opponent. Boogie, in the same hand, was free for that period of time because he needed to focus on his opponent. And when Boogie came down, he basically wanted more. He wanted to go back into that ring. He wants to train more. He wants to do this again. Which is great. Which is exactly what they were trying to do. This was not this wasn't a knockout fight, but it was something that shows that two people that struggles, and then maybe a year down the road when they do a rematch, if they do a rematch, and they say, hey, we're going to do a rematch in 1 year. Let's see what happens. So Boogie has 365 days on his calendar that he needs to mark X's on and train every single day. So I'm really curious about where this is going to go. And I'm actually excited to see where this is going to go. So, has anybody else watched the fight? What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's a bunch of hoopla? Or do you guys think it's going to actually change the perception of these two men that were in the arena? Let me know in the comment section below. And then also, please hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. And welcome to my midnight chit chats. It's whenever I have something on my mind. I'm going to sit on my break because I work graveyard, and I'm going to do a video. And this one's it. So until next time, let's keep on walking.